So we at Linaro at Computex 2011, and you announced you what's it called? You gave an update of the latest news.
Sure. So on Monday, George gave a general update of how we've progressed. This is our first anniversary. We've been going 1 year. So we launched last year at Computex. So we've made a lot of progress. We're up to about 120 people in Linaro now. We're trying to align a lot of the ARM ecosystem to reduce some of the low-level software fragmentation to make it easier for device manufacturers. So use the latest code and tools for their open source Linux-based devices.
So here's a new development board?
Yeah, this is very new and shiny. This is the Samsung-based Origin board. It was announced on Monday. It's $199, has a dual Cortex A9, 1 GHz, a Mali 400 MP core, and a lot of features. It's got a gigabyte of DDR3 and a lot of nice peripherals. So there's some links on the Linaro website to where people can go and buy that. But all of our partners now have low-cost boards. Showing some others here. There's a Panda board using OMAP 4. And in the corner there, that's a quick start from Freescale with the IMX53. So that's a Cortex A8 based low-cost board doing a 1080p video. And behind that, that's running Ubuntu 11.04, which is the brand new release from Ubuntu. This one's also Ubuntu 11.04, and the strange things you can see on the screen. This is actually a technology demonstrator. We have a lot of working groups within Linaro, and those Linaro groups work on various topics. So this is the graphics working group that have been working on compositors and trying to bring a number of compositors together and improve their performance.
So 120 people work in Linaro now, and it's a separate company, it's not ARM.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's almost a pure engineering, open source, open engineering organization. We've got, so really the engineering is split into 3 pots basically. So the first lot is the working groups, so that's kernel consolidation, tool.
Sorry, no battery, what did you say?
Yeah, okay, so 5 working groups. So we've got toolchain, kernel consolidation, graphics, multimedia, and power management.
So each of the partner companies that are part of Linaro contribute engineers, and how does that work?
Right, so the member companies, that's ARM, IBM, and the 4 silicon companies, ST Ericsson, Samsung, Freescale, and TI, they all put in engineers, and they effectively become full-time Linaro engineers, but they work at their own company wherever they are in the world. And those organisations also put in money so we can go and hire talent wherever we find it. So we've got a VP of engineering in Brazil and a toolchain lead in New Zealand. So wherever they are, we go and hire the best.
Are they some of the best embedded engineers in the world?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of the fun things about working in Linaro. So when engineers come and work within Linaro, or they want to put their partner engineers come in, they're working with an excellent team, and that's a great thing to work with the best of the best.
It's kind of a big project to make a full computing work on ARM-powered devices, right?
It's a big scope of projects. We've talked a little bit about the working groups. As well as that, we also do a platform team which takes all of the good work from the working groups and puts it into the advanced builds for Android and Ubuntu, some of the popular distributions. And we also have a set of landing teams which works with each member to make sure that the latest chips get the latest code working on them, and we can help them upstream that code. So more of that support goes into the kernel rather than into the BSP.
So the latest, if you have a latest Android device, there's some parts of the code in there comes from Linaro. Yeah,
that's true already. Some of the very early work that Linaro did turned up in Android, which is currently shipping in Gingerbread, but increasingly we want to, everything that we do in the working groups goes upstream, so any of the distributions can go and take the good stuff. So that will happen more and more over time.
So how soon can we buy ARM-powered laptops with Linaro code in them?
Well, I think, as you can see from these systems, it's very easy now to build a low-cost based system. It's up to the OEMs and ODMs in terms of time to market. But for $150 or $199, you can get latest Ubuntu or Android builds on these devices, and latest code, latest chips, really high performance stuff.
Alright, is there a demo on this one as well?
Sure. Okay. So this one is an Android Linaro evaluation build, which means that effectively they've taken Gingerbread and rebuilt it with the tools and kernel from Linaro. So this is a 3D benchmark. But yeah, it's a very advanced chip, right? So dual A9 and Mali 400. Say a lot of peripherals, HDMI out, a lot of capabilities. And there's another Android build behind you, which is on an OMAP. So Android Linaro evaluation build, and then over here we've got the equivalent. Okay, so let's get this going again. So in this case the GPU is turned off, so we could, on our next build we'll turn the GPU on. But you can see the difference in speed, but that will speed up when we turn the GPU back on.
Alright, it's very important to take advantage of all the hardware acceleration.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely, and that's one of the things we're focusing on, absolutely. So when we do our evaluation builds, the idea is they will come with support for things like critical components like the GPU,